Hello students, this particular video will help you to understand the introductory portion for human eye and the colorful world. Now to begin with, as we all know, the human eye is an organ that reacts to light and has several purposes. Now, it is one of the most important sense organ that allows us the sense of vision. Now, there are different parts of the human eye which helps in to see a particular object from any particular distance. Now, as we talk about our eye, the human eye is considered to be a functionable camera. Now, each part plays a vital role in providing clear vision. Now, suppose we take our eye as the camera. The cornea, which is the outermost portion of our eye, behaves much like a lens cover. Now, as the eye's main focusing element, the cornea will take widely diverging rays of light and bends them through the pupil, which is the dark round opening in the center of the colored iris. Now, more importantly, you remember this, that iris and pupil are going to control how much amount of light is actually going to enter the eyes. Now, the iris and pupil will act like the aperture of a camera. Next in line is the lens that will act like the lens in a camera that helps to focus light to the back of the eye. Now remember, our eye has got a convex lens present that will converge the light rays falling on it. Note that the lens is the part which becomes cloudy and is removed during cataract surgery, that is to be replaced by an artificial implant nowadays. Now, if you just look at the different parts of the human eye, the outermost portion of the eye is the cornea, that is followed by the iris and the pupil. Just behind the iris and the pupil is the convex lens that will focus the light rays that will refract from the lens and will converge into the screen, which is called as the retina. Now, within the retina, there are very small, minute photosensitive cells called as rod cells and cone cells. Now, remember, rod cells are responsible for receiving the light and allows us to see in dim light, whereas cone cells are responsible for bright light vision and to perceive different colors. Now, within the retina, there is a portion that is called the blind spot where there are no photosensitive cells. So, if by chance any light ray falls there, no image will be formed. Now, just where the blind spot is present, from there itself, an optic nerve will arise that will carry the signal and will carry it towards the brain. Now, the image, whatever is formed on the screen, is real and inverted image. So, when the brain is interpreting the signal, it will interpret it as a virtual and erect image. Now, as coming down to the function of iris and pupil, the iris controls the amount of light entering the eyes. The iris automatically adjusts the size of the pupil according to the intensity of light received by the eye. Now, suppose if the amount of light received by the eye is large, suppose during the daytime or when you are moving towards bright light, now then the iris will contract the pupil. So, as contraction occurs, pupil will become smaller in size and will reduce the amount of light entering the eye. On the other hand, if the amount of light received by the eye is small, suppose you enter a dark room, at that time the iris will expand the pupil and the pupil will become larger so that more amount of light is going to enter the eye. So, this adjustment of the size of pupil will definitely take some time. Now, in this particular slide, you can just observe the change in the size of the pupil when we are in bright light and dim light. Thank you.